guys. Today I'm not unboxing, I am showing you a deck that I got off Amazon. I really like it. It's a deck that you can tell has been created with AI, but I like it. It's got a great vibe. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's called the Lost Soul Tarot. The thing is, I can't provide a link because I went onto Amazon to get it and it's not available anymore. But I want to show you because if you do get a chance to get it, if it does come back, order it. All right, let's take a look at the deck. So, the thing about this deck, it's on thick cardstock and it's gilded. The back, I mean, they're beautifully designed backings. I love that. I even like the gold on the sides. I'm not usually a fan of it, but I figured I'd get one because I really like dark decks, black decks, not evil decks, just dark decks. And here's the thing. Okay, this deck I got because I could not afford at the time the true black tarot deck, and I was bummed. So I was looking on Amazon, and this is what they suggested. So I was like, what the heck? It was only 20 bucks. So we have, and some of these cards are starting to wear around the edges. I've only had it like maybe 6 months, and it's already got that weathered look. That's how often I use it. They are difficult to shuffle, especially if you've got trouble with your hands. The majors do have are labeled. When I see this card, it reminds me of Orko from He-Man. Tell me that doesn't. All right, let's see. Let's get a system going here. That's gorgeous. I mean, the pictures are beautiful, but they're still cheap cards. They're not well made. My dream deck is the True Black Tarot. I think I got more excited about this deck than my friends did. They all like the real light decks, like the Healing Light Tarot, and is a great deck. Not the Healing Light Tarot. I can't even think of the name right now. Oh my gosh. It's not going to come to me. I'm focused on this video. But the point is, look at this. I'm just scoring aces today. That's an interesting choice. What was I saying? Have no clue. I do like this. She's kind of mesmerizing him, so she did find another way. The Hermit. The Wheel. We're coming up. Okay, I'm not real crazy about this, but at the same time, I really like it. None of these images have faces, except him. I think that's a great image. Look at this. There's the people at the bottom. Kudos for AI. However, it's never going to replace the artists that put their soul into the decks. I really, truly admire, like Chris Butler, Fabio Lestrani. Any Scarabeo artist, Lo Scarabeo. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that. Tell me that's not hot. That's not one of my favorite images in this deck, but it's still beautiful. Yeah, the sun and the moon are pretty, but not as pretty as the other cards. It's a great judgment, though, isn't it? I like that one. Oh, so this deck, the other thing about it is it's a pip deck. So I'm just going to scan through these real quick. A pip deck, if you don't know, does not have images in the minor arcana. It has multiples of the suits, denoting which card it is. So the 4 of Pentacles would have 4 pentacles. So this is definitely not a beginner's deck. Pip decks can be tricky if you're not used to them, or if you're just learning, but I highly advise you to stick with it. Some people like to see these, that's why I'm going through it. Oh, I just knocked everything over. The court cards are cool. The Knight. I like these images. I know I've said that. This looks like Game of Thrones, right? They are nice swords. I can't see 8, 9, and 10 of swords without going each bed dead in my head, because that's what the images have on them. It's just a holdover. It's kind of like somebody who says the rabbit runs around the tree and into the hole when they're trying to tie their shoes. It's probably never going to leave me. Okay, the wands. Look at that. They're actual staves, but they're growing foliage out of them. Now for us, the ones who use tarot cards often and know the different decks and what they have to offer, This deck isn't all that. It's got its own lane. As far as cheap AI decks go, though, it's my favorite. I don't think I've ever bought an AI deck before. None of them appeal to me. And I like to support artists and authors who have earned it. Did you guys know that when you order online, and I just found this out, if you order on Amazon, make sure when you're doing your search, you look in books. Like if you're searching La Sol Tarot books. Because if it's not in books, if it's in toys and games, chances are it's not legit. At least that's what I was told. Makes sense though. But just to be on the safe side, I've started typing the keyword books into the search bar. What is your opinion on pip decks? I'd really like to know. And what is your opinion on AI decks? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to be interviewing some artists and authors of decks. So I'm coming up with questions. If you guys have questions that you'd like to know or have answered, send them in to me. And when I do my interviews, I'll ask those questions. It's going to be focused on men in tarot. Because we only make up like 10% of the tarot card population. Did you know that? So, that's the walkthrough. What'd you guys think? You can look for it on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure it is still unavailable. Check out online, maybe you can find it. If you do find it, let me know. I'd like to get a couple copies for some friends. When you do your searches on Amazon, be sure to use the keyword books, because if you see a product in games, it's probably not as legit as the ones in books. That was a tip given to me by somebody who produces tarot decks. And I want to make sure that people like him get the recognition and financial reward that they deserve. So make sure that you use the keyword books when you're looking for your deck, okay? I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.